Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today is our podcast number 84. Can you believe that, guys? We're in the middle of May. It's actually Thursday, the 16th of May, 2024. So welcome one and all to another week where we get to catch up and see all of your wonderful makes, see what I've been up to, talk a little bit about life, and of course, everything crochet. So thank you for joining us. To all of our new friends as well. We do have quite a few of you. And those of you who haven't seen the winner for our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, please go and do so and congratulate the winner for us. So onwards and upwards, guys. Thank you so much for making this community amazing for all of us, but especially for me. Now, before we get started, as I said, we're going to have a little bit of different things tonight that I normally show you. I haven't worked on anything that I worked previous weeks because it's all brand new for tonight, because there were a few things that were thrown at me during the week and I had to address them immediately. So there's not very much, but there is something, but I've got your fabulous makes to share. So thank you each and every one of you who always takes the time to send an email across so that we can all ooh and ah together, get a little bit more inspiration. And as we know, that crochet to-do list is forever growing. I know mine certainly is. And it's funny when I have chats with you guys, especially via email, most of you are saying that you just keep adding to your whips, and we need to address some of the items that we need to finish. So I'm glad that I'm not alone. That's where I'm going with that. So guys, what are we going to do for another 10 weeks, I believe? We get the opportunity to start off with Tile of the Week Thursday. Now, what's Tile of the Week Thursday? Here's a little recap. Now, you know I've got my clipboard and my marker, guys. Otherwise, I will forget things. So, Tile of the Week Thursday is number 1. So, our friend Sam over at Manford's Makes, those of you that haven't met her yet, please go and do so. You will enjoy her company. She also has a playlist on Tile of the Week Thursday. And as I said, we're at tile number 91. So what's it all about for those of you that are new here? Now see this book, 100 Crochet Tiles. Our friend Sam, she was gifted this in Happy Mail in July of 2022. And she pledged to make each and every tile. And she has actually done so. Now I myself jumped on at tile number 25. Quite a few of you have done the same. And in the background, you've been making your tiles. But our friend Josephine, she sends her tile in every single week, which makes this an extra special segment. And let me tell you, today her tile and my tile are pretty much the same size. So the photo she sent in and my tile, I just thought that was really, really cool. So I thought I'd mention that. Now, back to the book. So this week's tile is tile number 91, which means we're powering away to the end, guys. And it's another hexagon tile, and I'll just show you the photo here. It's called Floral Hexagon, and this is actually, I think it's a very pretty tile. I'm just covering up the chart there because these patterns in this book, which I absolutely love, come with a chart and written instructions, and I generally rely on the chart, which has really surprised me along the way, and it's added to my skills, which is awesome. So that's what the tile's meant to look like. Now for this tile, we had to choose 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. Now I have 7 colors that I draw the colors from, and they're all this ball band has seen better days. Let me tell you guys, because it's been sitting in that bag that I use every week. So I use my acrylic Marvel 8-ply or DK weight yarn. This is my absolute favorite color, and yes, it does feature in this week's tile. And I also use a 5mm hook. Now why I tell you this is not only so you know what I've been using, but all my tiles are going to look quite pretty together because all the colors are from the same 7 colors each and every week. Although the tiles are going to be different sizes, I think it'll make a beautiful blanket, and that's what my end goal is for my tiles. So let's see how we go with that. It's going to look more like a patchwork quilt, I think. It's going to be a bit of a challenge joining them, but I'm up for it because I really want to have a keepsake of this wonderful, fun, organic crochet along that we've been on this amazing journey for almost 2 years, guys. So we're nearly there. So what does my tile look like? Let me tell you what you think of my color choices. Let me show you. That's my favorite part. Now, when I finish this bit here, and it's actually got some little picos there as well, I thought that would be fabulous to attach to one of those rings, like Julie from KS Mum Crochets has. She has all of them on her wall, her wall decorations. and I've made one, but I thought that would be beautiful to attach to a smaller one. And then it's like little granny clusters all the way around. So this was a very fun and easy tile to do. 7 rounds or rows, and I really enjoyed making it. It wasn't stressful at all, and Josephine thought exactly the same. So here's Josephine's tile here, guys. Look at that. How awesome is that? And when you put them on top of each other, look at that. They're the same size. I think they would look fabulous in a blanket together. Take my fingers off that. So that's it, guys. I can't believe that next week we're going to be at tile number 92. I do believe from memory it's another hexagon tile, so I'm looking forward to bringing that one to you as well. So, tile of the week, Thursday, number 91, tick. Done and dusted, guys. I can't believe it. We're really powering along to that finish line. So that's that one done. Now, guess what? Best time of all. It is time for your makes. Time to showcase all of your beautiful crochet adventures. There is a little bit of sewing in tonight and also a knitted item. So wait till you see everything. So thank you again for sending them through. Now, the very, very first one comes to us from our friend Alley Cat. This is so cute. So, so cute. Look at this little bee. Now, this is blanket yarn. I really need to make one of these. I always see people make them. She reminds me of Belle. And this is a gift for a little boy who graduated preschool. How awesome is that? I'm sure he absolutely loves it. So thank you for sharing that with us, Alley Cat. Now, our friend Vicky, she's been very busy with her amigurumi makes. Now, look at this here. Look at this gorgeous elephant. Now, I'm going to also show you a horse, and the patterns for the elephant and the horse are by Rhonda Butler. And I'm pretty sure she has the YouTube tutorials for that. So there's the elephant. Wait till you see this gorgeous little horse. Now, these are made using blanket yarn as well. And let me show you a different view. So adorable. And then wait till you see this little unicorn. Now, Vicky says that the unicorn is a combination of a couple of different patterns. So there he is at the front, and you can see his wings here. Look at all those curls. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the colours. So thank you so very much, Vicky, for sending them through. Looks like you had a lot of fun making those. I can't believe you've got 3 amigurumis done in 1 week, and I'm still struggling to finish the ones I started months ago. Anyway, our friend Susanna, and you might know her from Knot, K-N-O-T, Ye Old Crochet. Now, she's been participating for the last year in the Flower Power Cow, and this is the final entry. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. Look at her eyelashes. So this is the very first crochet applique that Susanna has attempted, and hasn't she done a beautiful job? This is a black and white cow, has extra long eyelashes, and that gorgeous flower, which means it was a great entry for the Flower Power Cow. I think she's so adorable. So thank you so much, Susanna, for sharing her with us. Now, our friend Susan has been very, very busy. So let me show you all her beautiful makes. Now, see these here? Now, everything that I'm going to show you, Susan said that they're gifts for Mother's Day and for her co-workers. How lucky are they? So these are all scrunchies made from velvet yarn. Absolutely love all the colours, and I know that they're super, super soft. Look at these now. These are some yarn roses. Got all the great colours. And these are, you can either use them as a pin, so pin it on your clothes, or as a hair clip. So that's pretty awesome. And then wait till you see all of these wristlet key fobs. There are so many, and these are all from YouTube patterns. I love that. And you know, with those little beads you've put in there, they're like fidget spinners. It's like you can fidget with them as well, which they're dual purpose. I love all the colours. And wait, there's more, guys. Absolutely gorgeous, and a couple more on the back. Oh, 3 actually, a little brown one there. I almost missed it. And then lucky last, wait till you see how pretty these are. Oh my goodness. So these are flower chapstick holders. How pretty are they? And there's a little round, what do you call it, a ring, so you can actually hang them off things. And Susan says that they're all made using scrap yarns. What a great use for your scrap yarns to make so many beautiful, beautiful things. Now, our friend Liza, she has sent in some Tunisian crochet, and she's made these gorgeous slippers. Absolutely love them, Liza. Those butterflies are beautiful. Let me bring them up close for you guys so you can see her stitches there. I think that's the Tunisian simple stitch. I'm not sure. Absolutely beautiful, because I've only dabbled in Tunisian crochet. I'm very far from au fait. And she's also made these beautiful headbands. They were part of our Cal 2024. That one is so pretty. I love the ribbon that you've threaded through. And look at this beautiful one as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Love them both. And then lucky last, this is such a genius idea. So a lot of you may remember that Liza at one stage was also making the Tile of the Week Thursday, and she had made quite a few. And they're currently moving. So she's packed all her dishes in amongst them. So she's folded them over so that they don't break. I just think that's genius. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Liza. There you go, guys. There's a use for your tiles. I wonder if it would have been handy for Sam and Mike to know that before they started giving all their tiles away. Anyway, I'm the lucky recipient of 2, so I'm not complaining at all. And then we have our friend Kim. Now, if you remember, Kim is by Stitchel, and she has sent some crocheted items in, but they're for our cow for project number 9, so you'll be seeing those on Saturday. But today she sent in her knitted dishcloth. How pretty is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Love the stitches and the yarn. Thank you so much, Kim, for sending that through. But she's also sent in a sewn item. So she has hand sewn this adorable little frog. Look at him. He is so cute. So sweet. And he comes in a kit form from Cool Crafting. Oh my goodness, I can hardly sew a button on, so I'm very, very impressed. Thank you, Kim, for sending them through. And our friend Shirley, she has been very, very busy crocheting this beautiful shawl. It is a Bag O Day tutorial, and it's called Love of My Life Shawl. And the yarn that, here we go, we'll flip it over. The yarn that Shirley used is Loops and Thread Ombre Hue. And look at the colours up close. There's a dark pink, a rose, and a cream colouring in there. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's it, guys. They're all our gorgeous makes that I had, the pleasure and opportunity to showcase with you and for you tonight. And thank you, everyone, for sending them in. Absolutely love showing everyone. So please, if you have anything you'd like to share with either myself or everybody, please send it through to my email, and I will definitely be making sure that we all get to ooh and ah together over them. So let's tick that off, guys. Now, I had to drop everything and run basically last week. The only thing that I continue with from last week, because I showed you a few whips, was the Tile of the Week Thursday. Because some of you may remember, excuse me, I was asked by there's a group that my girlfriend oversees, like a community group, and there were quite a few ladies in that group. I actually did a talk for them a crochet presentation a few months ago. And they were doing their Mother's Day morning tea, and my girlfriend Kathy asked me if I could make some coasters so that they could gift them to them. And of course I said yes. I had to make 30. Now last week when I showed you, I was at number, like I had made 10. And here's the rest of them here, guys. So there were 5 colours, 6 of each colour. And this is how Kathy presented them to the lovely ladies. So that was their morning tea table. And in here, each coaster was individually wrapped in some cellophane, and there was a sticker on it. And the ladies really loved their gift, which is so awesome to hear. And I was very, very happy that I could make, Kathy's wish list last minute order come true. So that was one thing that I had to drop and run basically for. And, I think I did it over. So Wednesday night she told me, and by Saturday morning I was done. So completed before Mother's Day. And some of you may remember that I had told you that I was asked to put in some towel toppers with towels for the Mother's Day store, which was last Friday at school, and 15 out of the 20 sold. And this is what they look like on the table. So I was very, very happy that, 15 mums got to take these home. And now I have 5 spare in my box of goodies that I can give to my own family and friends, which is wonderful, as last minute or, gifts that I know are coming up. So that's great. So let me just tick that off, guys. Now, the other thing that I also asked I'm looking for it, got asked to do last week was my son has a black jumper, and you may remember probably like a year ago, so for winter last year, I made him just a very simple black jumper. And here is a baby version because his fiance's little nephew, oh my gosh, it is just so cute. And it's got one of those, what's it called? I've got it here. One of these hook and eye little things to join it together instead of a button. And it's just a very, very simple pattern of double crochets, US terminology. And down here, believe it or not, which I was surprised, I hadn't seen it before, there's treble crochets in the front loops and single crochets on top of the double crochets to make the ribbing. And this is, how about I put it there so you can see it better. So this size is for a 18 to 24 month old. And I used my Spot Saver USA style yarn, which is worsted weight or 10 ply. This was a whole ball of 200 grams, and I would say there might be about 50 grams left here. I haven't weighed it, but I'm guessing. So I did take quite a bit of yarn for a little jumper, and I used my 6mm hook. Now, if you wanted to make this as a 12 or 12 to 18 months, because I did the 18 to 24 months, you just go down a hook size. And the pattern is by Bag O'Day, and this is a 7-year-old pattern. See, amazing. You know, a great pattern. You can reuse it over and over again. And it is one of her tutorials, obviously, on her YouTube channel. And Crystal called this the Easy Crochet Cute Baby Ugly Christmas Sweater. So she made it in white, and she put hot glued on some Christmas appliques, but they just wanted a plain black one. But what I did to add to it, so on the inside, you can, this is detachable, so you just, you know, but like thread it through the back of the jumper and then you tie it on. I made a little evil eye just for good luck. So that's something that you can take off when you wash it, or if the mum doesn't want to put it on her little tiny little baby boy Daniel. So he's got his own little jumper. And for the eye, I did use just my Hobie yarn, just some scraps that I had lying around. This is their I Love Cotton 8/8 yarn, and a 3mm hook. So a little tiny hook for me, but I had to make a little tiny eye. So that was the smallest I could make it. So that's that little jumper. So I got that one done because they want to make sure that it fits the little baby in case I have to make a bigger size. But I did ask his mum to measure him for me. So I think that we should be okay with that one. And the other thing that I did, oh, okay. This one is not going to be what I hope to make in the future, but it was like a trial run. What am I talking about? I always talk backwards. I don't understand why I do that. Apologies. So basically, my girlfriend, Daniela at work, she saw on Instagram Hooked by Lade, Lade. A lot of you may know her. She makes amazing bags, and she actually has a YouTube channel, which is awesome. And it was this bag that she wanted. Now, look at it up close, guys. It is gorgeous. Now, this one is actually just a coin bag, and I did use a little magnetic button there. But it's not what the bag is meant to be made out of. You're meant to use t-shirt yarn, which I need to get some. What a shame I have to go shopping. You use a chain for the strap, and you use O-rings to attach it. But in saying that, it still did come out very, very nicely. It is only meant to be like a small, what does she call it? Let me have a look, guys. I've got it here. So the tutorial is how to crochet a coin purse. Now, I used, of all the things that I said I'd never use again, because I have used it before to make a bag and it nearly killed me, I just used some of this recycled macrame cord and a 10mm hook. Let me tell you, tugging away at that, it hurts your hands, but it was worth it to get this because I wanted to be like a prototype to see if I could get the shape right before I got some yarn, t-shirt yarn, because I just couldn't wait. And some of you may remember that I made, oh, sorry, it's out of reach there, guys. Sorry, I'd made this bag, well over a year ago now, I'm guessing. And I use this bag all the time. And these bags, as tiny as they are, because of the macrame cord, took hours and hours to make, but they were worth it. When I showed Daniela today, because I finished it late last night, she absolutely loved it. So I'm hoping that in the near future I can acquire some t-shirt yarn, some nice beautiful bright colors. Like if you haven't visited Hooked by a Lady, you really should do so. She's got some beautiful bags, and I'm hoping to replicate them as close as possible. So that was the other thing that I spent some of my time making. Of course, I also, have been working on the crochet alongs that I'm participating in for the month. In the background, I've been working on those, so I'll be bringing those to you as well. And the other thing that I finished, and I'm not going to talk about it now, I'll just show it to you in case you haven't seen it. I just love this beanie. It is so soft. Now this, I talk all about this one in our first episode of Yarn of the Month. So if you haven't already seen that, please go and do so, and you'll find out exactly how this beanie is made. So that's another thing that I worked on as well. And I think that's pretty much it for crochet, guys. Let me just tick and see where we're at. Yes, so they're all the things that I've been crocheting myself that I was lucky enough to share with you. Thank you. Now I need to remind you that this Saturday, the 18th of May 2024, our project number 10 is going to be drawn from our little basket, and I cannot wait. We've actually finished 3/4 of our cowl. How awesome is that? And I'm going to showcase everybody's what do we make? Gift card holders. I was going to call them card holders because a lot of people are just making card holders, which is absolutely fine. A couple of people have used their wild cards, so I'll make sure I'll show you what they made instead of that. And it has been a lot of fun, and I've made a couple as well. So I can't wait to show you what I've been making for our cow. So, come back on Saturday to see what our next project is going to be. A little update on Crochet Society. Last week I told you I was a little bit disappointed because my box hadn't arrived as yet. And then a lot of you said the same, which was sad that you didn't receive it either, but I was kind of glad that it wasn't just me. And then after I finished talking to you, I received an email to say that it was on its way, the box. And today I received another email to say that it's in Sydney. So I'm hoping by the end of the week or early next week, I'll have that box, and then I can finally do the unboxing with you and for you, and you can choose the project that I make next. I cannot wait for that. So that's it, guys. Yarn related news for the week. But if you'd like to just stick around just for a few more moments, I'll catch you up on some life stuff. So Mother's Day and Steve's birthday was a lot of fun. We celebrated with our children on Sunday night. And thank you to each and every one of you for your very kind wishes, and also for my mum for Mother's Day. Steve was overwhelmed as always, how kind and how giving you are of your love. So it was wonderful. We had loaded hot dogs, as I said we would. We didn't take a photo, which I can't believe. We all just dug in, but it was a fun night. And then we had profiteroles for the birthday cake. I just stuck a candle in one of the profiteroles, and that was the birthday cake. And that's how we spent it. Very quiet, just us with the kids, but exactly how we wanted it. So that was wonderful. And then the most exciting thing was, or another exciting thing was, that my son and his fiance, their wedding invitations were they were ready to be delivered. My face hurts from smiling. I'm so happy. And they've done the bulk of the delivery, but last night we ended up doing a couple more, and you just spend so much time talking to everyone that you need hours and hours. It's a great catch up, when you see family and friends. And now it's just getting closer, guys. The 7th of July isn't far away. I finally got a dress. You know me, I'm not a great shopper, and fashion is not my deal, but I did get a dress. It's at the dressmaker now. I'm getting some sleeves added, so I'm very excited for that because it will be cooler here in July. And that's pretty much it, guys. Everything else has just been status quo, which is great. I always love status quo. So thank you so much for joining me today for a little catch up. Thursday is my favorite day of the week. And that's it, guys. We've, caught up again. Another week done. I can't believe it. The year is flying away, but at least we get to spend it with friends and in good company. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. I hope you're all doing very, very well. And until I see you all very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.